announcements and a few things we want to share, and some great plans that we've got going on. And then I'm going to be changing it up a little bit and doing something a little bit different. So I'm really, really excited to do that with you guys and just get involved as much as possible. So really, firstly, who's excited about the new packaging for Lift? Woohoo! Oh my god, how sassy does it look? I cannot wait. I've literally got like 3 lifts left of the discs now. 2 left, Louise. Oh my god, I'm like, I can't run out. So, but anyway, they're meant to be coming in at the end of the month. Oh, Susie's got 1 left. Madness. So yeah, really, really excited about those. So are you all getting pre-orders for it? Because the key with this is to really create that excitement, you know, the new packaging, and really getting pre-orders. So what you can actually be doing is saying you've got like 10 spaces or 5 spaces for an energy challenge. And you know, what you can actually do is get people's details now, and then that then secures them on your VIP lift or uplift. It gets them on your VIP list ready for the lift that comes in at the end of the month. So then as soon as the lift comes in at the end of the month, you can literally then create all these cart links and send them out to your people, and then they can get them ordered and on their way. So if you want to know more about how to run like the Lift Energy Challenge or like the trial, all of the information for that is in the Blueprint group. So if you go to the Blueprint group on Facebook and you can search energy trial, it's all there. So there's the messages you can use. It's got the price there that explains all. So you guys can go and use that. And, you know, so I think that's brilliant. And I know I've already got some orders for it. So how's everybody else getting on with the pre-order VIP list for the lift? Have you got some orders and some people on your list for it? Would anybody like to unmute and share how they've done it or what they've done to do that? I mean, I did a live this week about the lift, about the, you guys can go check out my Facebook. I sort of put quite like a really good heading with it, said about, what does it say again? You guys can go check out my Facebook, but I said about, anyway, I got one from that straight away. And she sent me her details ready for the end of the month. So yeah, what did I do? I did a live. I said, do I have anyone on here who needs an energy uplift, struggle with tiredness and fatigue, brain fog, afternoon slumps, sleepy mornings, find yourself reaching for sugar when your energy levels drop, struggling to keep going all day? I'm looking for 5 girls to test out this new product with honest feedback. Message me to see if you meet the criteria. So that's worked really well. And then I will be doing a post on my story as well this week with a poll. So yeah, so I did a live and I got 1 straight away. And so what has everybody else done? What have you done to get your pre-list? Would anybody like to share? Give me a little wave. Frankie did a story last night. Did you want to unmute yourself, Fran? Talk a bit more about that.
Yeah, so I just did a like snazzy little story post and like put quite a bit of effort into it, like putting it on Mojo, so it all like flashed up like I've got some exciting news. And then it was like new uplift, new packaging, but same amazing taste and ingredients. And then I said I'm getting my pre-order list now, so don't miss out. And then had the little DM me box. So that was kind of the first thing I did. And then I think this week, like you said, Aim's going to do a live because lives are amazing. So yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, definitely. No, I love that. That's my plan this week, is to do a story with a poll as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. And if anybody else has got would anybody else like to share if you've had any interest or if you've had any details for your pre-list, your VIP pre-order? No? Okay, well, thank you, Frankie, for sharing, and hopefully you got some tips from what I've done. So yeah, guys, another little thing I wanted to mention as well is that I want to talk to you about the 45-day shred. So with the 45-day shred, I know that Mum's just on the call, but I don't know if she's able to speak or not, or Do you want me to do it, Mum?
Yeah, no, I can do it. That's cool. Yeah, this amazing 45-day shred. We're really excited about that. Um, we've got to launch the files. We've got some amazing files for you of the 45-day shred. So we've had a little bit of issues with getting that ready. So we're super excited about it because it's got some great content, and we will be sharing that with you as soon as that's up and running. So we're really excited about that. I know we'd said something about that we're going to be doing it sooner rather than later, but I think we're going to hold on and do that in September so that we're all ready to go and launch it with some great photos, great content for you, some script and everything else. So we're really super excited about that. So I think that was all we wanted to say about that, weren't we, Amy? Just keep doing what you're doing, and promoting what you're promoting and getting the results that you are.
Yeah, so I know that we had spoken that this 45-day shred was launching tomorrow, and I did a live about it last Monday. And basically, guys, it's not gone to plan, and we've seen that we need a lot more things to get ready for it. So there's a lot of things behind the scenes to launch something like that. I won't go into loads of detail, but basically, what we want to do is we want to get everything organised, everything in place to launch it in September. And launch it properly so that I can, at the moment I'm having to re-update the file because the file at the moment is all Christmassy, so I've now got to make a summer version. As you guys can probably understand, that's not gone well this week with like technology. But I then want to make some photos and posters that we can all use to do a countdown and do like a launch day and really do it properly. So what we've decided is, so that we can do it properly and get everything organized, then what we're going to do is we're going to launch it in September. And September's always like an amazing month because some people kind of treat September a bit like January, where they're getting back on track. So that's why I think we'll actually work really well launching it in September. So what we basically want you guys to know that it is coming, but I want to just make it right. And if anybody wants to help out, if anyone is like really good at making photos or anything like that, like let us know, because we can really come together and really make this amazing as a team and really get everything really good. So that's coming, which I'm really, really excited about. So this month, just keep with the Kickstart 10, keep doing what we're doing. We've got the lift to focus on. You can get your pre-orders for that for the end of the month, which is super duper exciting. I literally cannot wait to like get those little sachet things. They look so cool. So really, really excited about that. And yeah, obviously we're mid of the month now, guys. So halfway through the month. So just check in on yourself and see, are you on track with your goals? Are you on track? If you're going for promotion this month, I always say break down your numbers. So know what your goal is. So if you're aiming for seeing your partner this month, know exactly what your points are, and then break it down to how many points you need per week and what you need to be at the middle of the month, so that you can then know exactly where you are. It's really important to know your numbers, guys. So, maybe you're aiming for hitting your PB this month. Maybe you're aiming to hit a certain amount of customers this month, or maybe you're whatever your goals are this month, just have a little mid-month check-in. Am I on track? We've got a few weeks left of the month. We've got opportunity calls on this week where you can get all your potentials on. You can go and follow up with everybody that you've spoken to and invite them on the calls. You've got the blitzes to get on. We have some amazing blitzes where we all get on together and we all blitz our businesses together, and we send out all these incredible messages and we really build our businesses. So you've got all these things to tap into, smashing your DMOs. So, and also like your personal development as well. Your mindset is so important, and really how you're showing up in your business and your energy. If you're turning up and you're slouched and and I'm not saying that every day you're going to feel amazing to do it. There are going to be days where you are going to feel like that, but it's showing up in your business and really thinking about where do you want to be like by the end of the year, because yes, it's middle of August, but it's also just over halfway through the year now. So where do you want to be by the end of this year? And the lockdown has caused meant that a lot of us have really focused on the business. So don't wait for for another lockdown to come, or for like another global pandemic for, you know, everyone to realize how amazing this opportunity is at your fingertips. You know, it really, really is incredible. So just having like a little mid-month check-in and really getting focused for the end of the month, which is really, really exciting. So what I would like to do is I'd like for you to actually put in the chat, have a little think and put in the chat, let me know, what has your win of the week been this week? And it could be anything, could just something small, like what's your win of the week been this week? Louise got an order! Woohoo! Go Louise! Izzy catching up on the PJ party calls, getting the fire back. Hell yeah! I love that. That's the great thing about this business. Like, Izzy's been away in Poland and she's not had the most Wi-Fi. So, but the great thing about this business is that you can then catch up, you know, so it doesn't matter if you miss a call if you're away in Poland or a few calls, like catch up. So yeah, absolutely, Izzy, getting the fire back. I love that. Emily getting lots of new customers, reaching Partner Plus. Woohoo! Incredible. Amazing. Danny got a new customer for the premium capsules. Woo! Go Danny! So proud of you. Frankie having lots more product conversations. Love that. Yeah, because, and I always say this on my blitzes, it's all very well sending out your open messages, but are you actually like having the conversations with people where you're sharing a tool? You know, you might be sending them a video, or are you actually getting to the point of asking the questions of what do you eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner? What are your goals? So are you actually having those conversations, or are you sending a business video? So yes, sending out your open messages, but then actually how many people are you sharing a tool with and having conversations with? So amazing, Frankie. Camilla, Teamy coming in on the 25th. Whoop, whoop. Well, we know the 25th is the best day to join, because for anyone that doesn't know, if your team member signs up on the 25th of the month, then they basically get those extra 5 days added on to next month. It's the only time you can do it. So basically it gives you longer to hit a promotion. So usually when it gets to like after mid of the month, you can even get people to wait to sign up on the 25th, and they can actually start posting and start collecting orders so that on the 25th they can sign up and then process orders straight away. That's another great tip there. Leanne, I have a lot of people saying at the end of the month they will buy after payday. Amazing. So you've got like a list of names of people that are interested on payday. I always ask them what date their payday is, and then I know exactly what date it is. I can follow up. And you can also, actually, Leanne, you can also do buy now, pay later. I can talk more about that if people want to know about that. Katie, getting your first Teamy. Yes, Katie, that's amazing. Woo! Georgia, more answers on your story post. Amazing. I love that. Do you mean polls? That's brilliant. Yeah, just getting that interaction on your post. I know, Georgia, you've really upped your posting and you're doing brilliant. So well done. Christine, fitting my exercise in every day. Yeah, absolutely love that. Oh, honestly, exercise is so good, and it's so good for me. It really, really helps my mindset and gets those good endorphins. So, you know, it really, really helps. Lauren, starting my day with a mindset call with my team. I love that. 100%. Just all getting on a call, starting your day, and mindset is everything. You know, this business, 80% mindset, 20% mechanics. You know, like I always say what Will Smith says, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, either way you're right. Wow, guys, this is amazing. There's so many. I'm going to keep going, but does anybody want to like just unmute themselves and just share a win? You have to give.
I will.
Yay, Christine.
I got 2 people on Wednesday's Zoom call, which was really good.
That's amazing. On the opportunity call.
Yeah, on the one that Wendy does. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant, Christine. Well done. Because sometimes, you know, we might be inviting lots of people, and then sometimes they don't get on. So, you know, that's brilliant, Christine. Well done. So, guys, would anybody like
I have one.
Oh, yes, go Camilla.
I have a comment also. I had a customer, or it's not a customer, it's a potential. I had one coming back today saying, just all by herself, I haven't spoken to her for about a month, and she came back and said, listen, I can't really stop thinking about what you said last time, so could we have coffee sometime and you can tell me about the products and about the business. So I was like, whoa.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So that might be the second one coming in if she comes around. So yeah.
That's brilliant, Camilla. And I know you do a lot of calls, don't you, with potentials and stuff? Like you jump on Zoom calls and things.
Yeah, yeah.
You sort of do like more like a one-on-one. Like, how do you kind of get people on a call? Do you think like your tribe is more just better just to speak on the phone, or what would you say? How do you do that?
I find it, for me, it's really difficult for me to get people on a Zoom call. And
an opportunity call or a one.
Yeah. But I find that if I get them on a messenger video chat, it's so much easier, and I can just fill them in with all of the info that I have about the products, and normally I get really good orders from that. So that means not maybe just the premium, but the premium and the Amigas and the shakes all in one. Or so really good orders actually almost come out of those calls.
That's brilliant.
So
That's
good.
Good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think sometimes as well it's just nice to be able to just get on a call with someone and you can really talk it out properly, because sometimes over Messenger it can be hard. And I think as well, I think it really shows how much they want it, because I think if they really are keen, then they will be open to getting on a phone call, won't they?
Yeah, exactly. And I've actually started doing the same thing with my customers, just not planning when or where to call, but just actually picking up the phone and saying, hi, how are you? And are you getting on like you want to, or do you need anything? Yeah. So, yeah. The response is really, really good, because they feel special and they feel taken care of. Yeah. And it just comes across differently than if you just send a message. So many people send messages. It's the same thing we've talked about earlier about written cards. Getting a written card is amazing. It's
Yeah.
That's awesome, Camilla. I know something that I've been recently doing is picking up the phone and ringing my customers on a weekly basis and saying to them, asking them how they're getting on, how is it a good time to talk, and then to say to them, should we schedule another call? When would you like me to call you again?
Exactly.
Weekly, monthly, or what would you like? And they tell you what they'd like, and I'm finding that's going really well, just like it is for Camilla, really.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I find, like, especially with both, like with potentials, straight away, just as soon as you're having like some sort of conversation, when they've replied to your offer message and you're having like a bit of a chat, just picking up the Facebook phone, and 9 times out of 10 people always answer, and they're genuinely like, oh my god, like someone's actually calling me, because I don't feel like nobody ever actually calls anymore. Everybody's texting, or like, it just feels so impersonal, and it just feels like it doesn't, I don't know, I guess sometimes you think you don't realise they're a real person at the end of the phone, like for them to think like that about you. And I feel like when you pick up the phone, like straight away it breaks that, it just breaks the ice, and you build that relationship so much quicker. It's just by getting on the phone. And I think definitely I think conversation just flows better as well. Like you can share, you can pick up emotion over the phones. They can pick up, the fact that you really care and that you genuinely love these products, and you're putting across that, yeah, this is really going to help you. Like, I really care about the issues that you're having, that you're telling me about, and I genuinely want to help you, and I genuinely believe that these products are the way forward for you. And it's the same with your customers, because I find like sometimes with customer care, a lot of the time they're like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm getting on really well. and that's it. And they're like, and you say, oh, do you need anything? Like, no, it's fine. And then I struggle with that a little bit. So it's nice to pick up the phone, especially, you know, with your customers being your tribe. Like, a lot of my customers are horsey as well. You can just be like, oh, how are you getting on with the horses? You know, have you been out anywhere? You know, what are you doing with them? And again, like, I feel like that's an important part of customer care as well, because if you build up that relationship and you feel like they're your friends, they're going to be a lot more loyal to you. They're always going to they're going to stick with you a lot more, I think, because they want to keep you as a friend type thing. So I think, yeah, definitely, like, just picking up the phone is really, really key.
Yeah, 100% agree. And, you know, customers are so important, guys. So if you're like new in the business and you're getting like your first handful of few customers, you know, really look after those customers. Don't just, you know, sign up to the products and don't check in with them. You know, it's really all of our responsibility to make sure that we're checking in with our customers. And, you know, have your products arrived yet? Let me know as soon as your products arrive. And, you know, I always ask a lot of my customers to post on Facebook and tag me that their products have arrived. And that's also another great tip as well, because then it gets it out to more people as well. And, you know, okay, so right, let's get you started. Are you in the group? You know, so just really making sure that they're also filling out their tracker. And, you know, if they are doing, like, make sure they're doing progress photos and then checking in with them to see how they're getting on. And, you know, like everyone said, there's some amazing tips there and all of that. So, you know, if you've been in the business a long time, if you're new, like, customers are so important, and because they will become your best teamies. You know, I was a customer first. I love the products first, you know, and many of the other diamonds on this call were customers first, like, and most of us were. Yeah, like Lauren was, you know, my mum was, Frankie, everyone, like, lots of people. I know Louise Thompson was a customer. I think we pretty much, like, most of us are. Obviously you can sign up to the business and the products at the same time, but you can really, you know, use your customer base as a way to really kind of like pick out who your diamonds are. And those people that are loving the products are going to be great ambassadors for the team. And even if they don't want to join the team, we'll ask them to refer you. Actually ask them for referrals. So if you know of anyone, please pass them on to me, and maybe you could give them, like, you know, a little freebie to say thank you. So does anybody else want to share a little win of the week? There's been some great wins, guys. I'm mega proud of you all.
Yeah, I have one.
Hi, Susie.
I have a customer who was some skeptic about the booster. In this almost 3 weeks now, she lost 4 kilo. I don't know how much that is in stone, but 4 kilo is it's a lot.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I think it's about half a stone, I think. That's amazing.
What do you say, Jeanette?
I think it's about half a stone. You pretty much double it. It's just over half a stone.
Okay.
Just roughly, very roughly.
Yes, that's brilliant, Susie, isn't it? So even, you know, I mean, even I sometimes speak to people and they're skeptical. So what we'd like to do, guys, is what I'd like to move on to now is, has anybody actually had any struggles this week or this month? And would anybody like to share them?
Yeah. I have my addiction for sugar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chocolate. So does anybody else have this?
I have done great in 10 days. And now came my birthday and I sabotaged it. So, time to start over tomorrow.
Yeah, everything in moderation as well.
Yeah.
So, Mum, go on then.
Yeah,
Mum.
I was just going to say to Susie and to everyone, really, a great little tip that I've used quite a lot is when you get those sugar cravings or cravings in the evenings. It's often because you've not eaten enough during the day, but it's often your body is craving nutrition and we misinterpret it. So I would recommend you having a half a set of the capsules again. If you have another set of capsules or half a set of capsules at that time that you're standing there with the fridge door wide open, deciding what you really want to eat, but really you're not hungry. You're not belly hungry. If you have another set of capsules, or if you're on the premium, have half a set of capsules, or whatever you find is sufficient for you. But if you have another set of capsules, you will be flooding your body with the nutrition. And that's really what you're craving. It's nutrition. You could also freeze the Juice Plus shakes into iced lollies, and you could sit in the evening and have an iced lolly. That would be a great thing to do as well. And another little tip, you could put a teaspoon of the chocolate complete powder in with your natural yogurt or your Greek yogurt or your plant-based yogurt and have that. That's another great thing. And obviously in the winter, a hot chocolate. So those things are great things to use. Get the products, use the products to help you.
I like that. Yeah, I think sometimes I find with like food craving, sometimes it's boredom. It's just because I want to eat something. I just feel like I want something like in my mouth, if that makes sense. So like it's not necessarily like a sugar craving, but I just want food. And so like definitely with the capsules that definitely really helps. But just having like, I will generally just have like veggie sticks. Like I'll have like a bowl of like shredded lettuce or like carrot sticks or celery, just something that's doesn't really have any calories in it, and a whole load of water. Like I've been doing, it's like a gallon of water a day challenge, which is a lot. It's like 4.5 litres. So it's a lot of water, but obviously where it's been so hot at the moment, that really, really helps fill you up as well. So that's something that I do. But I was thinking I muted myself because I wanted to share my struggle, and I forgot what it was. But so one thing like I found is I hate getting up in the morning, and I think now because I do Juice Plus full time, that I don't really have a need to get up. It's obviously more of a want. I'm not going to have a boss that fires me if I don't turn up to work on time. So that's something that I've been finding a little bit tricky with. I've been finding it a bit too easy just to hit the snooze button. So that's why I've started doing a 6 a.m. call again with my team, or some of my team that work nights then still doing like an 8 a.m. call or something. Just so I've got that accountability, because I know that I have to get up. Because my team is sitting on a Zoom call waiting for me to turn up, and also having my phone or my alarm clock the other side of my room. So when my alarm goes off in the morning, I have to get out of bed to turn my alarm off, and that's really helped me as well, because then my day is so much more productive by getting up early rather than snoozing.
Yeah, definitely. I think sometimes as well, I think when you do the business around a full-time job and kids and stuff, you actually sometimes, well, you are definitely a lot more productive with your time. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, has anybody else like had feel a bit like that with Lauren, or has anybody else struggled with anything like that similar? Give us like a wave if you have or not. Yeah.
I'm super disciplined.
Yeah. So I see Izzy's put a little comment there with her struggle recently has been that her ratios have dropped, people have stopped replying, and those. So Izzy, do you want to unmute yourself and just share that? Oh,
yeah. So sorry, my family's in the room. I was like, don't talk. Right. I just think because obviously I was on holiday, there was times where I was very, very consistent. I would get up every morning, but then as my holiday got busier, then obviously I wasn't on my phone as much. And I think I was present on my Facebook, so I was constantly posting, like, so people remember my name, but I wasn't present enough in my messenger to the point where I got lazy with replying to people. And then I do think that because obviously I took a lot longer to reply, they might have like been less interested that way. But now I just need to go back into my messenger, you know, reach out to them and like sort of rebuild that interest, not even the relationship, because I know that our relationship with the people that I'm speaking to is great, but just that original, because a lot of people impulse buy. So I need to get that original interest back, and then hopefully my ratios will go up. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's a really good one. I mean, I know that I've definitely struggled with that as well, so I know exactly what you mean. Has anybody else struggled with that at any time over their business journey? Yeah, Camilla, yeah. I think we pretty much all have with, you know, like sometimes as well, keeping up with messages, and sometimes, you know, your inbox can get so busy as well. And also, like, if you are away on holiday, you know, that's the great thing about this business, is that you want to be able to put your phone down, enjoy time, you know, and you can do that. So, you know, it's nice to see that other people have kind of felt like that, and I have as well. And I mean, how have you, the rest of you that struggle with that, how have you sort of overcome that?
So I find not necessarily, like, it's a bit mixed between people not replying and then people just turn around and being like, no, I'm not interested at all. But I just find it is just numbers, and I'm finding doing a lot more doing a lot more lives, showing my face a lot more, adding a lot more value to my Facebook, like showing my day a lot more. Like the other day I was doing a gym workout and I just did a quick like story, just to like say, I was just talking through people like the workout that I was doing, just because again, just that like personal relationship type thing. And then just upping your numbers, just like adding lots of new people, messaging more people. Like if you send out 10 messages and, you know, 7 or 8 don't reply or say no, send out another 10, like send out 20 messages a day or 25 messages a day instead, because then instead of getting 2 yeses, you're going to get 4 yeses. So I think that's, and you know, it's just knowing that, I guess that you've got to stay consistent, because it's the natural just journey. Like you'll have quiet times and then you have times where, for, you know, pretty much everybody's getting back to you and everybody's like, yeah, this sounds amazing, like sign me up. So I think one thing that sort of helps me with the mindset side of that is focusing on your actions. Like obviously we're doing our 90-day game plan. If you look at your actions and what you've been doing, and like if you give yourself like a percentage and you say like, well, I've only really been doing like 60-70%, I've only been half-assing it, then you can't turn around and say that it's other people, it's not your results are going to suffer. Whereas if you think, well, I've been giving it 110%, then you might need to think, well, maybe I need to change my plan a little bit, I maybe need to like change direction a little bit. But just being able to like track what you're doing is a really, really helpful way, then you can have a lot more control over the results. So I find like that really, really helps me as well. And just like, obviously like just keeping track of what I'm doing, and definitely upping my numbers when the ratios drop.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's some great tips there for everyone to pick up as well. And I think as well, Izzy, like another little tip I'd give you is go and adding is such a massive important part of our DMO. You know, you just might need to like keep them people on your list, you know, come back to them, but like go and get excited and go and add like a load of fresh people. And I love that. And you know, you've then got some new people to connect with, and then some new people to then offer it to, and that's like, I think is one of the biggest income producing activities, is adding new people and connecting with them and making sure you've got lots of new people coming in, and you know, like new people coming onto your socials. And I mean, I'm going to share my struggle. So this week, and I know that we've all felt like this, I have not got a customer or a teamie so far this week. And I'm like, oh my God, like, you know, and you start like stressing and you're like, oh God, what's going on? And I'm like, give me a wave if you've ever felt like that. Yeah, pretty much everyone on this call has. So, you know, I mean, for me, like I actually did get some details for a premium capsule order today. So I was like, yes. But I'll tell you sort of how I sort of overcome it really, is I realised I was stressed. Firstly, I realised I was stressing out about it. And I was like, right, Amy, like, don't stress about it. Get some personal development and, you know, visualise attracting like a customer, and just really making sure that I'm focusing on really delivering great content with my posts, and you know, make sure I'm speaking to people, you know, like I've just said there to Izzy, like adding new people, and you know, doing the open message, and then sharing the tool and having the conversation with people, and then obviously following up. And I think that I think it's just really important to like be able to share our struggles, guys, because, you know, I think in this business, yes, we are all positive, but I think sometimes it's okay, like if you're having a struggle, like you can share it, because I bet you we've all struggled with something similar, or there'll be someone in the business that struggled with a similar thing, and we'll be able to help you to overcome it. So whatever it is, if you're struggling with anything, like you're never on your own. We're all in this together. Like we are one big team. We've got such an amazing community, and I just want you to know that we're all here to support each other. And, you know, I'm here, the team is here, everyone is here. And I just really want us to be able to like share our wins, share our struggles, and learn from each other, and learn that it's okay to struggle, but let's get through it together, you know. So I really hope that you've picked up some tips from the call tonight, and I really hope that you've enjoyed it. There's some comments there, but I don't feel like I can read them quick enough because I know we're running out of time. I mean, if anybody wants to share a struggle in the meantime. Okay, so Danny's struggle is time management. Since being back hairdressing, it's gone crazy. Then having your 2 girls and so they're always saying that mummy's. So they're always saying that you're on your phone, play with me. Oh, okay. So I mean, is there any other mums on the call that struggled with that? Yeah, Camilla. So Camilla, I know we're running out of time, but can you just give like Danny like one top tip on, or how have you like overcome it, or how are you managing it? Because, you know.
Yeah, I've been away for a month in a summer house, and I've struggled with time as well. But making a schedule so that the whole family actually knows when I'm working. And so my husband can take the kids or go for a walk with them, or just do something else, so that also that they actually don't notice as much when I'm working. So it's yeah, that would be the top tip, to sit down with the family and make a schedule would be the best thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
Love that. I really hope that helps, Danny. I mean, if anyone else has got anything that they've done to help with that or overcome time management. Emily says she's got 2 girls which were super keen, and now they've completely blanked her. Okay, hands up, who's had this happen to them? Me. Sometimes like they just, I'm like, are you okay, or are you like, if you're an 8, like where are you okay? Like I just wanted to, you know, like when someone doesn't get back to you and then they finally do, and I'm like, I'm so glad you're okay. I've been really worried about you. Like, you haven't got back to me, sort of thing. So does anybody?
I was so sweet on that, Ames.
Yeah.
So what? I use a lot of the because I'm a bit, I can be bold with it because it doesn't bother me, and I will say to them, have you been abducted by aliens, or have you got stuck in the sofa or something? You know?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, make a bit of a joke of it, and I know John uses that as well, so I've took that on board, and it does work. And you know, I have even sent them pictures of alien heads, you know, and it's like, hello.
Yeah. Exactly. So like we've all been there, but then like Emily said, she then just started focusing on new girls and having those new conversations, and she's got 9 customers now, so that's absolutely brilliant. We're running out of time, guys, but I'm loving all these comments. So what we'll do is we're going to have to wrap up the call because we've run out of time. But I mean, if you guys like this kind of theme of Zoom, we can do like the same again next Sunday. And I just think it's a great way to learn. So do you guys like this?
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome. Well, I will say to have a good week, guys. We've got, like I say, well, what I'll do actually is I'll post up the schedule of all the calls this week for team. And we've got the business blitzes and opportunity calls, but you know, and then we'll see you here again next Sunday, where we'll share more of our wins, more of our struggles, and we can all just learn off each other and just keep absolutely smashing it, guys. So have an amazing week. Let's bloody do this. We are the Diamond Dreamers, and what the Diamond Dreamers is all about is we're all totally different. You know, we're all from different backgrounds of life. We're from all different types of walks of life, but we're all here. We've got one dream where we're all driving for the same thing. It's going to end, but we want the best life that we can for ourselves, our families, healthy in every single way. So